So, if you are planning to build a career as a CRM developer but still feel unclear about concepts like entities, fields, and form customization, so this session will give you a complete clarity with a real time demonstration. So, hello everyone, welcome back to the Cloud BI Academy, and this is your CRM developer series where we are learning a Microsoft Dynamics 365 CRM step by step in a practical and professional manner. If you haven't watched day one yet, I recommended starting there to understand the fundamentals and environment setup. In today's session, we will cover understanding entities in CRM, types of entities, standard versus custom, then creating a custom entity, working with fields, which is your columns, okay, and then we understand form customization, and at the end we go for end-to-end real-time demonstration. So before we starting, so first understand the conceptual things. So first question in our mind, what is an entity? So an entity in CRM conceptually similar to a table in a database. For example, here we have a accounts, contact, lead, and other tables also like opportunity, competitor. Okay. So for example, this account store company information, contact store individual details, leads represent potential customers. In simple terms, just as we use table in SQL Server, we use entities in CRM to store structured data. Now, the next thing is type of entities. There are two primary types of entities. One is your standard entities, where like these accounts, contact, leads, these are standard entities, or we can say that it is out of box entities. And next thing is custom entity. So created based on specific business requirement. For example, student, project, order, product. Okay, so these are custom entities. Let's understand with the real-time example. So let's consider a real world scenario like if you are working for a training organization and you may need to manage student data. So in such case, we would create entity as our student and fields like name, course, fees, email. Okay. So for this scenario cover, we go with step by step demo. So this is your Power App platform. Okay. So in Power App platform, while you going to this Power App uh, platform, so we are create a custom entities. So for creating a custom entity, so here we have a list of things. So here, if you go here, so this is table. Okay, and in table, let's start with the blank table. Okay, so in blank table, because we required for student. Okay, so I can put here student. Okay, so this is your display name. So there are two types of window. This is our older window. So I can I can show here also, like if you click on new, so we are getting something like that. One second, it is loading. So sometimes it is taking time. So it means here we enable features such as activities and notes as they are useful for tracking and future enhancements. Okay, so For example, there is display name, plural name. Okay, so for we let's start with, here we have put student, and in plural name also I can put student. So this is your older version where we have creating the thing. Let's so we have already created, here we have option like hide data, row ownership, properties. In if you go to the properties, name, plural name, okay, these are thing. If you go to the advanced option, so these are schema name, like, okay. So there are different settings you can use for creating any custom entity. Okay, now next we defined field with the entity. So common field types include text for name. Okay, so here we have put name, for example fees, and data type, it is your number. Okay, name, sorry, it is your name, and it should be text. Okay, and we mark as a update. So name, I can put here fees, fees 1000. I can add one more column, it is date, or we can say in other word transaction date, and select date and time. Okay, and understand one more thing, if we require some drop down, like, okay, choice column, so we can choose, create that part here. For example, go to the new column, here we have an option of choice. Okay, so we are getting as a choice. For example, create a one column course. Okay, and it should be choice, data engineer, SQL developer. Okay, so this if you go through with this, it is basically storing in a key and value form. Okay, so this is for you, you are getting like option like data engineering, SQL developer. Okay, and so basically I will provide you information. Here we have an option like attaching the things. Okay, here we have a data type like currency, lookup. If you want lookup, so in lookup basically we have provide uh, some data based on the COVID. For example, like here we have select the course. Okay, based on the course we getting some lookup value. It means like ABC. So selecting the correct data type is a critical. Incorrect choice can lead to data inconsistencies and rework later. Okay, so for example, I have already chooses here two selection are there, like data engineering and SQL developer. Okay, so this ensure data consistency and prevent incorrect user input. So while we creating any display name, I can show you that part also. Level 1. Okay, and here put lookup relatable table student, say, okay, something like that. Okay, so here basically we have provided look. Next thing, understand form customization. So now design the user interface by customizing the form. So now that we have created our entity and fields, the next step and one of the most important parts of any CRM developer is form customization. So first understand what is form customization. So a form in CRM is the user interface where end user create, view and update data. In simple term, entity your database table and form your user screen. If your form is not well designed, users will struggle even if your backend is perfect. Okay. So why form customization is important? First thing, improve user experiences, ensure data accuracy, reduces training effort and make application look professional. So let's understand step by step our form customization. So this is our Power App tool, and here we have first select our customized table like our student table. Double click here. So once click here, you are get an interface where we have schema related information are there. Okay, and structure of table. This is for data experiences and this is for customization. So here one option is forms. While we click on the forms, we are getting three types of form type: main, card and quick view. So main form, this is the primary form used when users create or edit records. So before customizing, let's understand the structure. So here we have a first component. So this components like your tab basically high level sections, journal details, all things. Section basically related to group related field, and field is the actual data input. So this hierarchy help us design and clean and structured UI. Okay, so let's go to our form. Okay, so here we are getting one interface where we have put who's the owner. Okay, what is the fees, transaction date, whatever you required columns we can select here. Okay, status, it is related to like we put some state code is equal to active, inactive, these type things we can put here. Modified on, created by and modified by, these are coming from our information detail like whatever which user has logged. Okay, based on that we are getting these information. So basically we can, if we required any field to add here, so we just drag and drop the things, and based on that we create our forms. So only adding field is not enough, you must place them logically. Next, understand the things organizing using sections. Like for the personal information, we put something course related detail. Okay, so these are the way we can design the things. For example, here only journal tab is shown, but we require one more information here, so we can add one column tab. Okay, so we are getting one new tab here. Here we getting the section, and if you want something to require like capture the information, so you can create this section as per, or we can say that we can improve the readability and help user quickly find information. Okay, or we can put additional details. So if your form has too many fields, like in journal tab we have like a 10 number of fields are there, so we can shift 5 or 4 fields in a new tab. Okay, or sometime we are getting we want to show only here in journal tab like highlighted information we require to show them, so you can get that. Okay, and here we put the additional information like address and these things. So basically what are the required things? Business required or recommended or field visibility. Okay, so making critical field mandatory ensures your data competence. Okay, and if course is equal to CRM and fee should be mandatory, something like that type of logic if you want to add here. So here we have used the logic at the rule, business rule. If we want some business rule here, like if anybody select any courses, okay, so we can show that we can want to like transform automatically data, some data extract from other tables also. So this allow basically you to apply logic without writing code, very important for real time projects. Okay, next thing is add subgrids. So I can show that part also, like payment related information, enrollment information. Okay, so this is used to display related data directly within the form. And last and final step, once all the things has been designed as per your convenience, then we can go and save and publish this, because without publishing changes will not reflect in your application. So after save and publish, you can get this information, go to your app, and there you can create a new record. Okay, and validate this UI also. So always test from an end user perspective. Now the next thing is common mistake with which we can avoid, like overloading form with too many fields. That is the first point. Poor alignment. Sometimes we have put something. We can uh, like we can now we can simplify this form. Okay, if it is not simplified, then it is create a mess for everyone. Not using section tab multiple time. Okay, ignoring user experience. And we can say that if you are a professional developer, so keep form simple and clean, group related field logically, use meaningful labels, avoid unnecessary scrolling, test with real user. Because what happens, sometimes we have provide some grid related information, and where we have just scrolling the things. Okay, so we can avoid these unnecessary scrolling things. So in today's sessions, we learn in detail how to design and customize form in Dynamic 365. Okay, so we covered entity related information, understand the types of entity, then understand form structure, field placement, business rule, validation. Okay, so one more important thing we can remember every time, we should remember like a good CRM developer does not just build a functionality, but create an experience that users find simple and efficient. So if you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, and share with your colleagues, and let me know in the comment what topic should I cover next. In next video, we will explore relationship in CRM, like 1 to n and n to 1 with the real time scenarios. So thank you for watching, and keep learning,